Now, another thing that has cropped up over the last couple of days on the show, and I think it's worth talking about, is modern music. Now, modern music seems to be split up into two things. If I'm going to generalise about modern music, one is that Simon Cowell, pre-packaged Louis Walsh, here you are in a nice shiny silver suit, singing, you know, with your lovely blue-eyed contact lenses, to a backing track which has been made by a computer and professional bald fat singers that are singing your words while you mime to them. I mean, that's one side. Okay, Leon Lewis can sing a bit, but, you know, it's like, give me a reefer any day. And then the other side of it is this rap, hip-hop music. Now, loads of people over the last couple of years have said, you know, it's such a bad influence on young people. It's a real bad influence, you know, the 50 Cents of this world. Well, my son is into hip-hop. You know that I went over to Dublin. I went over to Dublin to see my son work with a young Dublin rapper. And I've watched this young kid he's a young man now, for a number of years. And he's always impressed me. But I thought we'd put him on the line because I want to find out exactly what the problem with rap music is from the rapper side. Hello there, Dan.
How's it going? Sure.
It's all right, man. Good to. Thanks for joining us. Now then, one of the things that people always talk to us about is the fact that people like 50 Cent is talking about he's a gangster for the rest of his life, and it's like, and he'll pop anybody away at any point if they get in his way. Rap music is all about smoking too much drugs, having loads of girls wiggling their bums because you can have any one of these hoes that you want, or it's about shooting people because they've dissed you. Is that a fair assumption?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, I think rap music is fairly generalised like that, but anybody that, you know, is into hip-hop knows that hip-hop is a reflection of the street and a reflection of yourself. And if going around shooting people and doing these things is a true reflection of yourself, well, that's fair enough. But let's be honest, I don't think it is a true reflection of most of these artists, you know.
But it's the fact of the glorification of it. I mean, we know that, I mean, in London, in Dublin, there is a lot of, you know, violence between young people, usually over a piece of grass outside of a block of flats. You know, yeah. That can lead to someone being stabbed. And hip-hop or rap music or these rappers often glorifying that being the right thing to do. Is that right?
Me personally, now speaking for myself, I wouldn't glorify any type of things like that because, like, at the end of the day, for all you know, it could be your brother, your cousin, or somebody you know that it could happen to, and then all of a sudden the tables turn, you know. So I wouldn't glorify anything like that now, and my music doesn't do that either, you know.
Okay, another big problem, and I always think that this is a dividing line, and it's in the light of the fact that in the news today, we were seeing that the government have gone against scientific advice that says that ecstasy should be decriminalised or declassified to a B. Yeah. Because at the moment it's on the same footing as heroin. Now, I believe that heroin is a real major divider between people. If you are a smackhead, you are outside of society, and it's a real problem in places like London and Dublin, isn't it?
Yeah, that definitely seems to be the thing, that if you're on heroin or you have a heroin addiction, you're definitely looked down on. And, you know, a lot of people think, oh, those junkies, this, that and the other, but yet they'll go out Friday and Saturday night and sniff loads of cocaine, you know, so it's a bit mad, really. Okay,
so, I mean, what's your view on the drug problem? Because it can be a real negative thing to society, can't it?
I've never had a drug problem or anything, thankfully, you know, but I've known...
But it has surrounded you, hasn't it? You must have seen, you know, friends from school that have got into it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's been people, you know, family members and close friends that I've seen, you know, on heroin, but mainly from marijuana, well, right the way through to heroin, and I think that it is a bit crazy. I mean, I think there's a big difference now between marijuana and heroin. I mean, not many families break up because of marijuana use, you know, whereas how many families every day, you know, break up because of heroin, so...
Okay, now, Dan, you just put your album out, which is called A True Story. It's True Story?
Based on a true story.
Based on a true story. Lunitic. Now, What I found interesting is in this day and age where all the major record labels are trying to plug up any gaps where people download music for free, you gave your record away and asked people to copy it and give it to as many people as they could, which means that you're not going to earn a penny from it, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, the only way I can sum that up is if I was in it for the money, I'd have given up a long, long time ago. And my goal is always to get the music to as many people as possible. That's always been my drive in the music, to be able to sell out venues. And I think by giving the album away, obviously more people will hear it,
Okay, what do you think of the likes of P. Diddy, Kanye West, Eminem, 50 Cent? I mean, these are people that make tens of millions of pounds a year, standing on stage, all blinged up, with a huge amount of infrastructure around them and their own clotheslines. Does that relate to you and what you do?
No, definitely not. I mean, they're well out of my league, but as in like talking about Eminem, I mean, Eminem, I feel, years gone, the commercial route, there's no doubt about it, but you can't doubt his ability, he's a class MC. I mean, his first two albums are two of the best hip-hop albums I've ever heard, but whereas 50 Cent and that, I don't think, in my opinion, they're not talented, and it doesn't matter what type of music they're making, they're just, I don't feel, they're very talented people, and unfortunately rap music is the music they chose. But you just have to ignore it and do what you're doing, really.
Well, Dan, I have to say that I've been watching you for a number of years, and I have to be honest with you, I think that we're going to end up on a song that you wrote about, or a rap that you done about your dad that passed away. But I have to say that I find the work that you do inspiring. And if anybody wants to look you up, they have to look up Lunitic, spelt with an I. It's Lunitic, don't they?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. And just give me MySpace there.
Oh, yeah, go on then.
Yeah, it's myspace.com/MC Lunitic, and Lunitic is how you spell the Lunatic. So.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Dan. And you're going to finish off with a poem that you wrote about your dad. Your dad passed away a little while ago, didn't he?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago now, but it took me about a year, before I could write the song. And when I wrote it, just the fact that it was so close to home that, it's one of my favourite pieces that I've written,
Okay, Dan, thank you very much.
Thanks very much,
Dan McDonald there, who is MC Lunatic, lives in Ireland.